NKTelco Sports welcomes you to Anna, Ohio, where the Botkins Trojans take on the Anna Rockets. This game brought to you by Minster Bank, Keyhole Pizza, 21st Century Kitchens, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwieterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, NKTelco, Francis Furniture, St. Mary's Trucking, Cy Schwieterman, West Staff, Radio Hospital, Hometown Opportunity, Buckeye Ford, First National Bank, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. This is an NKTelco Sports production.
Hello everybody and welcome to Anna, Ohio, where the Anna Rockets play host to the Botkins Trojans. I'm Matt Everidge. Beside me is Ron Cruzy. Ron, just a couple miles separate these two village schools, but it seems like the two teams are going in two totally different directions.
Right. Well, you have Anna with a larger school district than Botkins, so you have more students to choose from. But Anna comes into the game 15-7 on the season, whereas Botkins comes in at 4-14, and that's the difference. So far this year, Botkins is taking their time rebuilding the program and playing a lot of young kids right now, freshmen and sophomores mainly, and trying to teach them the game of baseball.
Yeah, today's game may be closer than what we expect. The sure hand, the sophomore Elliott, isn't pitching. He pitched last night against East Clinton in a loss, but that doesn't stop the fact that Anna does come in the number one seed in the Dayton area for tournaments starting later this week, but we are looking for a competitive game here between Botkins and Anna.
Yeah, today we're going to see Aiden Ensley for Anna. He's 5-1 on the season with an ERA of 2.13. He has 28 strikeouts and 13 walks and 26 1/3 innings. This is his seventh start for Botkins. We're going to see Jack Leisner. His inning total is 26 2/3 innings, a record of 1-4, a 5.77 ERA, 19 strikeouts and 18 walks.
All right, we're going to get lined up for a Sal-Cal event here between two teams from Shelby County League. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors on NKTelco Sports.
Very, very impressed by how easy it was to locate talent here in this area.
But it's also great for applicants, giving them a good chance to learn much more about the company than would normally be possible through other means of advertising.
There's definitely a great pool of applicants here, and I think you've done a good job at communicating opportunities within the community.
I would definitely recommend checking out Hometown Opportunity to find any careers that you may not know that existed.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Botkins, to Anna. First batter up to bat is going to be Nick Butner, the catcher, number 11.
Nick's batting .321 on the season.
The defense right now for Anna in the field is going to be Zach White behind the plate with Adrian Ensley pitching. First base will be Siegel, Briggs on second, shortstop Frilling, third Woobker. And that's going to be a hit in the head by the pitcher, Ensley. So taking the base is going to be Butner, hit by pitch.
He's going to be followed by Alex Bergman, batting .400.
In the outfield, we have number 18 Cummings, 36 Coverstone, and number 14 Lindsay.
Home plate umpires following Bittner down to first, make sure he's walking all right. Nowadays, with all the head injury questions and concerns, if he would have staggered at all, he wouldn't have been able to continue the ball game.
That would have been painful for Botkins. They only have 3 reserve players on the bench today. So that brings up left-hander Alex Berman.
So we'll see once what Botkins does here. First guy on, nobody out. If they send him, keep him around.
It'll be a ball low. So Ensley, second person he's faced, he's yet to get a strike across. He's had 3 balls and 1 hit by pitch.
Bittner is 14 out of 16 on the stolen base department.
There's the strike down the middle. Evens the count 1-1. Yeah, Bittner getting a good lead off of first. He's going for the base. Swing and a miss. Ball out of play. Nice stop by the second baseman, Briggs. But he does get the stolen base. So advance him to second.
15 to 17. That's pretty good odds.
Yeah, that's definitely a good average, right around 90%. Big lead off a second. That's going to be hit deep out to right. Getting underneath it is Cummings, but they're going to tag and send Butner over to third base. So one away. Brings up Spencer Huker, left fielder number 22.
Spencer comes in the ball game batting .333.
Botkins with a chance to take an early lead, and that's always a nice thing to play from the front, for play from the winning spot.
He has 4 RBIs on the season.
First pitch in just outside, ball 1.
Spencer's playing left field today for the Trojans.
Pitch down the middle for strike 1, evens the count 1-1.
That was a good location on that pitch, right over the plate, but right at the knees.
Swing and a miss for
He's gotta
strike
go.
2. He's going to have to go. See, that was only 2 strikes, but they made him run as if he was going. That's going to score the run, though. Butner did come in on the wild pitch, so an unearned run.
Yeah, I said he's got to go. I didn't mean to batter.
Well, I think the batter might have heard you because he went running. Evens the count 2-2. Still only 1 out with the Trojans enjoying a 1-0 lead. Ball low. Count is full.
So Enley's back to the windup. The stretch didn't prove very successful for him.
So we fouled back. On decks, number 24, Alex Judy. Count still remains full. This big swing and a miss, and strikeout number 1 for Adrian Ensley. Nice job of coming back. That now brings up Alex Jute, number 24, the DH.
Judy comes in at 400.
Nice batting average.
15 RBIs. 5 out of 6 on the stolen base side.
First
5
pitch.
doubles.
First pitch called a ball. Big swing and a miss to even the count 1-1. A lot of big players on the Botkins team.
Yeah.
Very tall team. Will be a ball inside. Takes the count 2-1.
Botkins scores a run without any hits.
It's going to be fouled back. Well, it's over in the softball diamond. And the girls are playing host to the Botkins girls in softball at the same time here. If we can get scores from that, we'll pass those along the way. Just a thrown bat and picked up by the...
Behind the back catch, you don't see that very often, especially at the high school level.
And that is out number 3. And we will be right back after a break from our sponsors on NKTelco Sports.
At 21st Century Kitchens, we know that every home has a style to go with it. From first-time homebuyers to families with the pitter-patter of little feet to teenagers taking over the kitchen, 21st Century has what you want, customizing the style, layout, and price point to fit your budget. Kitchens by Craftmade and quality cabinets, countertops by Wilson Art and Cambria, along with availability of granite, marble, and wood.
See what's in store behind the yellow door for your 21st Century Kitchen. Your parents have given you so much throughout the years. They were there when you won first place. Your first heartbreak. Your first car. Your first wreck. Graduation. Planning that special day. Is it time to give back? Give your mom the life she gave you at Elmwood.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Anna. Botkins leads 1-0. Scored a run on 2 errors by Anna. We'll go ahead and we'll give out the Trojans defense. You're going to have Nick Butner behind the plate. Jack Leisner pitching to him. First base, Alex Bergman. Number 12, Elliot Goubeau is going to be on second. Shortstop, Tristan Burns, number 23. Number 44, Bryce Metz on third. Number 22, Alex Judy in left. Center will be number 8, Anthony Opperman. And number 5 will be Luke Bergman. We should say there is a DH for Opperman, so Opperman won't be batting today. That's going to be covered by Alex Judy. So first 3 coming up is going to be Colin Woopker, Adrian Inslee, and Zach White. Beautiful day out here today, Ron.
Yeah, I thought earlier today it was very chilly, no sunshine whatsoever, and we did get a little rain. We got a little rain here this afternoon, not a whole lot, just a drizzle.
Well, while we got some time, we'll go ahead and we'll go over keys to the win for each team right now. And we'll start off with Botkins for them to win today. The things they're going to be looking to do. Ron?
First thing they need to do is make routine plays, and we'll see if they can do that starting here in the bottom of the first. They need to control Anna's running game. Anna has very good success this year stealing bases, so they're going to have to control that.
And then for the Anna Rockets?
For Anna, they need to throw strikes, and they need to swing at strikes, swing at good pitches. So we'll see how well they do.
First pitch in's called a ball low.
Whipker comes in at .419 on the season.
We'd like to thank our Keys to the Game sponsor, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Salina, where the dealer makes the difference.
And if Whipker gets on, he has 20 stolen bases to lead the Rockets in that department. He has 5 doubles.
He's quickly ahead in the count, 2-0. Nice lob over for a strike. Count now 2-1. How many attempts on the 20? Oh, there's a nice shot right to center. So put Woopker on first on a single, and that's going to bring up Adrian Inslee, the pitcher.
Yeah, they don't give stolen base attempts.
I'm sorry, that's 8.
For Anna, just how many they have. So nice try on trying to quiz me on something like that, but I do not have that information.
Well, I just didn't know if they sent that to you or not.
Nope.
Only send the good news. That was a nice leadoff. Good throwback by Leisner.
Actually, there's one column on here that might be caught stealing. He's been caught twice, so he's 20 of 22.
We'll give him one more. He's now on second. That's exactly what happened in the last inning. The lead batter got on first, stole second, was sacrificed to third, and then came in on a wild pitch.
Inslee comes in at .333.
Ball in the dirt. Count now 2 balls, 1 strike.
And Aiden has 19 RBIs.
Going to be a ball low. Takes it to 3-1. Oh, they're calling it 2-1. Woopker stealing third. Give him third base. That's 2 stolen bases now by Woopker. He's advanced himself. And the count is 3 balls, 1 strike. That's going to be a walk. So a base on balls for Inslee. He's going to bring up Zach White, the catcher, number 9.
And forget what I said about getting caught twice. That's not what the column I was looking at. They do not give how many stolen base attempts. So he has 20 stolen bases. Inslee has 15, so he's going to pick up another one here probably. They're sending him with runners on the corners.
There he goes. Going to throw back to third. Nice thoughts by Nick Butner there to try to throw third, get them confused.
And Zach White comes in at 302. He leads the Rockets with 4 triples and 1 home run.
Ball in the dirt evens it up 1-1. Still no out.
And he leads them in RBIs with 22.
He's got 2 in scoring position. If he gets one out to the outfield, that should bring both around. It's going to be a grounder over to short. Throw to first. In time. That's out number 1, but that will bring in Woobker from third. So score is tied 1-1.
That's going to bring up Seth Stifle, 392 hitter. He's the DH for the Rockets. He comes in with 19 RBIs.
It'll be a ball way high. Most power hitters see that high ball and they just want to swing away.
It looks very inviting when it's coming in there. A lot of times they can't catch up with it if it's a hard one.
So we went from extreme high to extreme low. Now it's 2 balls, no strikes. Score tied 1-1. Third straight pitch low. Counts 3 balls, no strikes. Not sure if the coach is going to give him a swing away on this or not. Took the pitch for strike 1.
Good placement with that pitch. Low at the knees on the outside corner.
So Leisner looking for his first strikeout. Stealing for third. That was a hit and run. Going to be fouled off. Take it to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Leisner doing a good job of pitching back into this at bat. Out on second is Inslee. It's going to be popped way out to center. Underneath it, they're going to tag. Cutoff man hit, but not until he gets over to third, so another stolen base.
They'll give him a sacrifice fly there, but he got to third on the fly ball, tagged up.
So 2 down. Score still tied 1-1. Up to bat now is going to be number 3, Nathan Frilling, the shortstop. Strike 1 called.
Frilling comes in at 310.
Ball low below the knees. Takes count 1-1 with 2 outs. Bottom of the first if you're just joining. The score is 1-1. That's going to be popped out to left. That's shallow, and it gets down. So that'll bring in Inslee for run number 2 and give a hit to Frilling to first. Bringing up number 36, Derek Coverstone, the center fielder. Left-handed batter.
Derek comes in at 294. And he has 7 RBIs for the season.
I believe that's the first Rocket that is under 300, and that's a stolen base for him with Frilling making it to second. So runner back in scoring position is Frilling. Count is 1 ball, no strikes, 2 out. Another ball low. And they're doing a good job of what they said. They want to pick their pitch. They're doing that well so far. Another one low. Going to try for third.
That was weird. The third baseman didn't even attempt to tag him.
Just gave him the base. So 2 stolen bases for Frilling now. Puts him in on third. And that's going to be another ball. So another base on balls for Coverstone. The second one this inning, and that'll bring up Lindsay, left fielder, number 14.
Lindsay comes in at 167.
So we'll see what Mitchell can do with the first swing of the bat, and it's popped up. That could be in a bad area, and it is. It falls down. Give Lindsay a double. So 2 bases, and 2 come around. So he clears the bases, put Lindsay on second, and quickly Anna jumping out 4-1.
Yeah, he just got around a little late, but he blooped it down the right field line for a double. Drives in 2 runs for his first 2 RBIs of the season.
So Mitchell Lindsay now on second base. Another pop-up blooper by Cummings.
Right up the elevator shaft.
So he's going to fly out to third, and that's going to be the end of the inning. But not before the Rockets bring 4 across, leave 1 stranded. The score is 4-1. Anna leads. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors on NKTelco Sports.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
If you want to save 70% on your heating, cooling, and hot water costs, the answer is right under your feet. Let New Knoxville Supply install a water furnace geothermal system and use the natural temperature from the earth for a more constant temperature in your home. Also ask about our new Symphony home management system. Control temperatures, track energy usage, and receive safety alerts for everything, including your sump pump. All from anywhere, anytime. Now is the time to calculate your savings at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Well, welcome back to Anna. We have a change already.
All right.
Coming in is going to be Kaufman, and he's going to be playing the number 5 spot. Not for sure what the change was for that.
Just in for Mitchell Lindsay.
So Lindsay is out, and Kaufman is in. So right now the score is 4-1. Anna in the lead. So new pitcher on the mound as well by the looks of it. Be number 36, Coverstone, from what I can tell.
Yeah, we'll give you his numbers here. 138 innings for Coverstone. That's can't be. It would help if I'm on the right page here, Matt.
Oh, you're totally fine. First pitch in is called a ball.
6 2/3 innings, 6 1/3 inning for Coverstone. An 0 record with 1 save, an ERA of 2.21.
Can't quite make out who's in center field at this point. So the count is now 3 balls and no strikes, 3 straight balls by Coverstone. That's going to be a strike 1 called. Up to bat is Luke Bergman, number 5, the right fielder. This is his first attempt of the game. So that's going to be a base on balls. We also should mention Caleb Kaufman is now out in center. So I'm assuming Mitchell, number 14, is still out in left.
Well, the umpire said the Kaufman was entering at the 7th spot for Mitchell Lindsay. So he's in the 7th spot in the batting order, so Lindsay should be out of the game.
Going for the steal. Tag is made, and he is out, so Siegel is thrown out. Let me correct that. Bergman is thrown out at second. So out number 1's recorded. The count remains 2 balls, no strikes now, 1 out to Tristan Burns, number 23, the shortstop. It's going to be 3 straight pitches for 3 straight balls by Kaufman, or Coverstone. That's going to be ball low, so take the base. You'd think with the new pitcher in right now, they would just be happy just to if he's not hitting the strike zone, just let him walk you as many times as they can. But Botkins trying to steal that base.
Yeah, they stayed aggressive, and they've had good success so far this year stealing bases. So try to get another one in scoring position, not knowing they were going to walk the next guy. But now they know he's a little wild, so maybe they'll be taking a few pitches.
Up now is going to be number 44, Bryce Metz, the third baseman, with his first at bat.
271 hitter for the Trojans.
That'd be a ball low. So that'd be 10 straight balls by Coverstone since he's been on the mound. Be a ball high. I believe the count's 2-0 now. So Botkins showing good patience, just waiting on him to get one across the plate. And there's a strike down the middle.
He had something on that one. That was a good pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike. So Coverstone finding the strike zone finally. Score still remains 4-1, Anna in the lead. Throw back to first. Not in time. He's safe on first. Counts now 3-1. It'll be fouled back. That'll take us to a full count. Still only 1 out, top of the second. It's be a ball high, so walked around. So another base on balls, 3 straight base on balls. And that now brings up Jack Leisner, the pitcher. Coach coming up to have a talk with him.
Maybe we can get the number of the left fielder out there who looks like number 21 or 24. It's not 24. Well, it could be Alex Judy. He's the DH, but that wouldn't make any sense. It is number 24.
Be Zane Briggs.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Botkins roster. Right, Briggs, number 24, is now in left field for Anna.
So already some big changes by Anna in their lineup. People getting moved all around. Still only 1 out. Runners on first and second. As Burns on second, Metz on first. First pitch ends a strike. So Jack Leisner up with his first at bat of the game. I think the coach was telling him, make him pitch to you. The last thing you want to do is walk the number 8 batter.
All right, Listener comes in at 217. So if you're Anna, you got to start throwing strikes here. You're at the bottom of the order, like Matt says, and get the bottom of the order out, but you have to throw strikes to do that.
He's up in the count for the first time on any batter, so this gives advantage to the pitcher at this point.
That time he tried a breaking ball there, left it up high.
Base runners patiently just sitting on the bags, not taking much of a lead off at all. A big swing and a miss, so a strikeout for Coverstone, getting himself out of a little bit of trouble.
Got him on a breaking pitch there, got him swinging.
So Elliot Goubeau, the second baseman, now coming up. Where's number 12?
103 hitter.
So totally different look. That's going to be throw came off of the coach for Botkins, or that would have advanced both runners, but take Burns from second to third on the wild pitch back to first.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You're going to put runners on second and third now because the guy on first is going to steal second probably. And you're facing a number 9 hitter batting 103. I'm not sure why you try to pick the guy off first at that point.
And normally just deal, you got 2 outs already, two on the bases. You might as well just go for the out at home, especially when it's the lowest average. Totally agree with what you're saying there, Mr. Ron Cruzy.
There goes the runner.
And that's going to be thrown out.
Now they gave him a run. That all leads to a run, the bad pickoff there.
So the base runner stays at second on the stolen base. And another free run has come across. So Botkins with 2 runs now, neither one of them earned. They just get them on the errors. So give it to Botkins. They're playing small ball very well.
Yeah, the first inning, the big play was the hit batsman, and he ended up scoring. And this time it's trying to pick a guy off first with 2 out and the number 9 hitter up.
Count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. They called a strike on that. So the breaking ball comes across for strike 2. Going to third. Swing and a miss for the strikeout, and that's the end of the inning. But Botkins does bring 1 across on a bunch of base on balls and a couple of errors. Score remains 4-2 and in the lead. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Anna High School, where Anna leads after 1.5, 4-2 on the First National Bank scoreboard. We'd like to thank our sponsors here at NKTelco Sports: Hometown Opportunities, 21st Century Kitchens, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwieterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Keyhole Pizza, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco, Francis Furniture, St. Mary's Trucking, Sice, Schwieterman, West Staff, and Radio Hospital. So, Ron, we got the number 9 batter coming, and then they're right back at the top of the order, which is going to be a little bit of a mixed-up order.
Right. Jared Siegel's coming in at 259 on the season. He's the first baseman for the Rockets.
And after this, it could just be all over the map for as far as the hitting goes. I do see Colin Woopker in the on-deck circle. First pitch in is called a ball. If you're just joining us, the Rockets leading 4-2, bottom of the second. Second pitch in, ball as well. So Leisner still looking for his first strikeout, trying to get to help his own cause. Strike called right at the knees. Ball way high.
That's an off-speed breaking ball. The first inning, he was bringing that across the plate. They were getting some pretty good cuts at that. That time, he left it up high.
That's going to be a deep hit. On back to right, and he's going to fly out. So out number 1 recorded for Botkins. Brings us back to the top of the order. Number 12, Colin Woopker.
Colin had a single in the first inning, stole second, stole third, scored the Rockets' first run. There's a fly ball to left center. Nice play there by Anthony Opperman. Nice running catch.
So out number 2, recorded quickly. 2 up, 2 down. That brings up Aiden Inslee, number 7, the starting pitcher.
Aiden walked in the first inning. He also had a stolen base, also scored a run.
So it's going to be a nice dribbler over to short, picked up. Thrown to first, and out number 3 recorded. So 1, 2, 3. They go down in order, and the score remains 4-1 on the Think First National Bank scoreboard, or 4-2. We'll be right back after a break from our sponsors on NKTelco Sports.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Myring, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
Want more trucks for less bucks? Buckeye Ford is your truck headquarters. Work or play, we have the truck for you. F-150s, F-250s, F-350s, and F-450s. We know trucks, and you'll always get top dollar for your trade. Get the truck you need today for less bucks at Buckeye Ford and shop over 200 new Fords and tons of pre-owned cars and trucks 24/7 at BuckeyeFord.com. Remember, you'll find more trucks for less bucks at BuckeyeFord.com. More trucks, less bucks. BuckeyeFord.com.
All right, we're all mixed up again. We have number 36, Derek Coverstone, is back out in center field. At pitching, we have another new pitcher. It's going to be number 35, Jared Siegel.
So he moves from first to pitcher. And we know Zane Briggs is back to second base.
And Aiden Inslee, number 7, is over to first.
And if I saw it right, we have number 14 out in left field. Well, they got 2 left fielders out there. We'll have to see which one stays. I'm not used to seeing this.
We have a number 14 out there who is Mitchell Lindsay. And
we have 14 and number 5.
And number 5 is Caleb Kaufman, who was playing center.
It looks like Kaufman is going to stay out there.
So Caleb Kaufman is now out in left. Just to give everybody a heads up, you're going to see a lot of pitching changes, especially with this game. This is a scheduled game for them, and it is a conference game, but tournaments do start tomorrow, so you want to keep your main pitching alive and well for tournament play. So strike 1 comes across by Siegel.
And that's why nobody threw over 30 pitches, because then you wouldn't be allowed to pitch tomorrow.
So a dribbler by number 11, Nick Butner.
It's going to be a base hit.
So give him one base on just a little dribbler in the infield. Brings up number 34, Alex Berman, the first baseman.
He flied out to right field in the first inning.
So Butner now, he's reached on a hit by a pitch and on first base on a single. One of the 2 runs to score. It's going to be a ball in the dirt. Sun's finally come out, Ron. It's getting a little,
just in
little bright.
Just in time to be right in our eyes. But we're not fielding any baseballs, so we'll be all right.
I don't feel so bad for having my sunglasses on all game. Second pitch. Called strike, so 1-1's the count. No outs, bottom of the third. Or top of the third.
I think it's actually getting warm. Well, since the sun's out, it really warmed up maybe 5 degrees.
Ball high. Kind of amazing how when that yellow circle gets away from them clouds, heat tends to come down. But we'll let you stick with that one, Ron.
All right.
We can ask Coach Dennis Martin what he thinks. Going to be fouled back, takes the count to 2-2.
If we could have just had a recording of that.
That was definitely a who's on first moment. Anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about with that, ask your parents and they will introduce you to some of the best video or best audio ever for baseball. Will be a ball outside, takes it to a full count, no one out. Butner on first. Looking back is Siegel. Swing and a miss, so strikeout by Siegel for out number 1. Every pitcher that's come up, whether it be Inslee or Coverstone, and now Siegel, all 3 of them had a strikeout. So doing nice work there.
Yeah, just a little bit of control problems there in the second with Coverstone. But other than that, they're throwing strikes.
So that's going to be popped back. Not for sure I have the name written right here. It'd be Spencer Hooker, I believe, number 22.
Yeah, Euchre. We'll see how long Bittner stays there at first. He had a stolen base in the first inning. Now would be a good time for him to take off.
You said it, and there he goes. Throws down. He is safe. Nice slide in under the tag. So Butner given a reason why he should be player of the game already early here in this first game. Score remains 4-2. Count is 1-1 with 1 out. Top of the third.
Euchre struck out in the first inning.
Be a little dribbler to first. Waiting on it. Covering first, but that will advance Butner over to third. So Butner just 1 out, or 1 wild pitch away from scoring again.
So brings up Alex Judy, 400 hitter. He's a DH for the Trojans. He lined out to the pitcher, who at that time was Inslee. Just kind of reached behind him, made the catch of the line drive behind his back.
Siegel way high on the pitch. Butner still on third, count 1-0. Swing and a miss. Judy with a nice rip at it there. That sun is definitely bright.
That's what happens when it comes out, Matt.
I definitely deserved that one, Ron.
Yes, you did.
Oh, nice poke out to left field, and that's going to bring in Butner. Give Judy a single. Scores now 3-4 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
So Judy drives in a run with a base hit to left field, and that's going to bring up Luke Berkman.
That's his second nice rip with the bat. I mean, like you said in the first inning, that was just one heck of a catch by the pitcher.
Luke walked in the second inning and was caught stealing for the first out in the second inning.
First pitch is called a ball.
And that turned into a big play because he would have scored later, and we'd have had a tie ball game right now.
Second pitch in the dirt. Judy could have ran on that one, chose to stay back. Counts 2 balls, no strikes. There's a nice grounder right in the gap. That's going to advance the runner. So Judy goes to second, give a single to Bergman, bringing up Tristan Burns, the shortstop, number 23.
So all of a sudden the Trojans have 3 hits there in this inning, their first 3 hits of the ball game.
Livening up and picking up some runs along the way, only down by 1. Runner in scoring position, so the tying runs on second.
Burns walked in the second inning and scored the Trojans' second run of the ball game.
Zach White doing a nice job behind the plate, getting down on his knees, stopping the balls. That's twice the runners could have advanced if he wouldn't have been down there. First pitch called a ball. So we have Judy on second, Bergman on first. Strike called.
Nice slow off-speed breaking pitch there. Burns was off balance.
Ball low.
So he comes right back with a fastball. 1-2 count.
Balls, 1 strikes. Swing and a miss, evens the count 2-2. Burns did score in the second inning. It'll be a ball high, takes it to a full count, so I imagine the runners will be going with 2 out.
That was a tough pitch to take. That was right at the belt buckle from our angle. Must have missed the plate.
That's going to be popped out, and that's going to tie the ball game up, possibly with 2.
Past the right fielder.
So that's going to bring 2 around. And Botkins back out in the lead. Score now 5-4. Botkins leads on the First National Think scoreboard. What do you think, Ron? A single or a double on that we're going to give to Burns?
Well, there's a single and an error on the right fielder, allowing the ball to go underneath his glove and allowing Burns to get to second.
That brings up number 44, Bryce Metz, the second baseman, or third baseman. He walked also in the second inning. Ball way high.
So it took 3 innings for the Trojans to start getting singles, and now they've got 4 of them here in this inning, and they've also got 3 runs crossed.
Fouled back. Takes the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Yeah, Botkins taking advantage of every opportunity they're given so far this game.
Yeah, this is 7th batter of the inning for Botkins.
Oh, if he would have had that straightened out a little bit more.
Yeah, he hung that slow curveball right across the plate and high.
Real nice contact.
And Metz was out a little bit out in front of it.
So Siegel with the pitch. Going to be outside. Nice job of just showing patience up there for Metz.
Siegel wanted that pitch. That's 2 pitches now. The last 2 hitters, he thought he had strike 3.
Another ball outside. It seems like he gets a little off his game when the pitch, he thinks he has the pitch, and the next pitch following, they got the hit, and then there he just threw another ball further out.
You got to let it go the next one.
Fouled back. Nice job by Metz staying alive. Burns still out on second.
Foul tip just right off of White's glove.
Third inning for the softball game here. Botkins down 7-0. Nice fouled off, out of play. So count remains full.
Big run out there for Botkins if they can get him across.
They get a comfortable lead, but strikeout comes. So Siegel strikes out 2, and that's the end of the inning. But not before Botkins puts 3 on the board and takes the lead. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors here on NKTelco Sports.
Jump, jump. What? Oh, come on.
Plastic surgery is very expensive today. Coach.
Jet!
Jet?
Come on, shoot him.
Need more bandwidth? Switch to NKTelco and run all your devices.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier sofa and sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
Welcome back to Anna, Ohio, where Anna finds themselves down to their 25A rivals. Botkins up 5-4, Ron.
Yeah, right now Botkins they're making the plays, and you know they scratched out 4 hits there in the top of the inning, and they came up with 3 runs. So it took them a while to get going hitting wise, but once they did, they started moving people around. They're stealing bases. They're just playing baseball, and they're making the routine plays like we said they had to. And, we'll see if they can continue to do that here in the next 3 or 4 innings.
Coming up to bat's going to be number 9, Zach White, the catcher for Anna.
Zach grounds out to short in the first inning. Comes in at 302 on the season.
On deck for Anna is number 11. I do not have a player listed as number 11.
I show a Seth Stifle.
It's going to be fouled off. Takes the count to 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, that's the DH, Seth Stifle. He's
okay, I see him up there. My bad.
He's the 4th place hitter. I thought that name sounded familiar when I looked that up. But yeah, he's the DH for the Rockets.
Ball high. Takes the count full.
You don't want that breaking pitch up there. You want those down low.
I'm really surprised he didn't take a swing at that. That's going to be fouled back. So nice job now by White staying in on the count. I don't think I've ever seen a DH be the number 4 hitter. Normally if you can swing the bat, you can field the play as well. That's going to be a ball high, so give him a walk. So now the tying run's on first base.
In the majors, you see that a lot. The DH is usually the third, fourth, or fifth place hitter.
I think Big Papi made a pretty good living at doing that. So Seth Stifled, number 11, the DH, is up to bat. Going to be in a pickle play. Ball's thrown high, and that's the errors that Botkins has not made up until this point.
Yeah, the throw was high at second. Not sure who he was throwing it to. Might have been getting there at the same time or got there late, but anyway, the throw got away.
So still no pitches into Seth yet.
Stifle flied out to center in the first inning.
It's going to be a little dribbler to third. Picked up the throw. Gets him at first.
That's a nice play there by the third baseman, Bryce Metz. Picked the ball up, didn't allow the guy to come from second to third. Looked him back and got him at first.
Up to bat now is going to be number 3, Nathan Frilling.
Nathan singled in the first inning, had 2 stolen bases, and scored the third run of the Rockets.
Ball in the dirt. Another good job by Nick Butner. We've spoken his name a couple times already, keeping Botkins with the ball down, keeping him in this game, not letting any pass balls get by him. Ball inside. Counts now 2 balls, no strikes to Frilling.
So the Rockets have the tying run on second.
Ball low, he's going for the steal. And the third baseman just stepped away from the ball. So given an error to the third baseman, and that's going to advance the runner all the way around and tie this game up on the Think First scoreboard. So nice throw by Butner, but the third baseman just stepped away, was Metz. And 4 straight pitches puts Frilling on first. So we've already seen a base on balls advance just through errors all the way around now for Botkins. Got timeout called, wanting to go out and talk to the pitcher. While they're doing that, we'll go ahead and thank our sponsors.
Yeah, we have Hometown Opportunity, 21st Century Kitchens, Elmwood Assisted Living, Sweeterman's Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Keyhole Pizza, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco, Francis Furniture, St. Mary's Trucking, Cy Sweeterman, West Staff, and Radio Hospital. Scoreboard sponsors First National Bank, Think First. Keys to the game are brought to you by Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Salina, where the dealer makes the difference. And at the end of the game, we'll be picking a player of the game for both teams. The Botkins player of the game will be sponsored by Main Street Station, and the Anna player of the game will be sponsored by Dairy Queen.
Coming up to bat now is going to be the starting center fielder, Derek Coverstone, number 36.
And he walked in the first inning and scored the 4th run for the Rockets.
So we have a runner on first, which is Frilling.
And we'll probably see him heading towards second base here in a little bit.
Still only 1 out, bottom of the 3rd inning. Deadlocked 5-5.
Frilling has 11 stolen bases on the season. He was leaning that time.
They're definitely bringing him back. Leisner not letting him get much of that lead. As soon as he's seen those steps, he was throwing to first. There he goes for the steal. Pitched out and unable to be controlled, but nice recovery by the center fielder Opperman to come up and cover for the shortstop. Let the base on, or the steal, stolen base goes to Frilling.
So that pitch out called that time and still couldn't get him. Throw was off to the left of second base.
That's going to be a dribbler over to third. And he dropped the ball. Coverstone's lucky not to get thrown out at first. He just stopped on the run. So he reaches on an error, and that puts him on first and second. With number 4, no, it's not number 14, number 9, I believe.
Is that number 5, Caleb Kaufman?
So Kaufman now up to bat.
Yeah. He's in the Mitchell Lindsay batting spot. He came in the second inning and took his spot in the batting order.
So Kaufman with his first at bat. It'll be a ball in the dirt. Evens the count 1-1 with 1 out. Score remains 5-5. Trojans and Rockets deadlocked.
He checked his swing in time.
Both base runners advance. So 2 more stolen bases.
So they did. I'm not sure. He's checking on the check swing. He's allowed to check with the base umpire. And
I believe they called it a strike.
Yeah, so he called it a strike.
Ball in the dirt.
So the count's 2-2 now.
So good job by the coach of Botkins.
Could have checked with us. We had a better angle.
Definitely looked like he went around to me, but. And that's a deep hit. Out and left. And
got it.
Did he catch it?
Yep, Euchre caught it at the fence.
All right, so that's a fly out to left field, but that does bring a runner around. So Frilling came in to score on the sacrifice and put Coverstone over to third. And up to bat now is number 18, Joey Cummings.
Yeah, Coach Martin saying the guy at third base, which was Frilling, left too early, so they're going to appeal it. I guess he's going to appeal the runner at second, but I'm not sure there's an appeal in high school baseball. I should have my rule book with me. I haven't read it for a while, but I think it's an automatic. If the umpire sees it, he's automatically going to call him out. I don't think you can appeal.
They're saying he's safe.
Yeah. So I might be wrong there. Maybe they've changed that over the years, but
yeah, Coach Martin's still not happy out there.
in my umpiring days, that's the way it would have been handled. The call would have been made right away if that was the case.
Another blooper over to third. And that is a
And he
nice
got that
catch by Bryce Metz for out number 3. So Anna brings 2 across, takes the lead 6-5 on the Think First scoreboard. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors on NKTelco Sports.
There's a lot of early mornings that go into 40 years of service, a lot of miles on these tires, and millions of pounds of cargo have traveled in these trailers. It's about dependable service, the kind of service that shows up 30 minutes early every time, that gets your products, cargo, and business from point A to point B safely, quickly, and efficiently. We are St. Mary's Trucking, traveling the roads of commerce in Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky. Men and women who produce the solutions that make your business grow, because the most important thing to them is you. Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwederman Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Anna, Ohio, where we've had an entertaining game so far. The score is 6-4 or 6-5. Anna leading. We're now at the top of the 4th inning with Botkins coming up to bat. They're going to be at the bottom of the order, and for 2 batters, then right back to the top.
Yeah, we're going to have Jack Lissner, Elliot Gubo, and then back to the top of the order, Nick Bittner.
So, first pitch coming in now by Jared Siegel, still on the mound. And that's going to be way in the dirt. So, ball 1 called. Well, Ron, just as much as that 5 degrees came, it's definitely went and took a couple with it.
I'm not going there. We've
already covered that.
The sun is behind the clouds. It's like it's been all day long.
It was a miserable day at work today. 3 straight pitches, 3 straight balls. I was really surprised to see they brought Siegel back out. Kind of struggled in the last inning, giving up 3 runs. Strike called, 3 balls, 1 strike now. But he did have 2 strikeouts in that inning as well. Ball in the dirt, so the runner advances on a base on balls.
Siegel's only had 7 innings so far this year, so we're going to see him pitch more because the top 2 pitchers were in the first 2 innings, so he's going to eat up some innings here for the Rockets.
Gubo showing the bunt, pulls back for a ball. I think at this point, if I was Botkins, I'd just leave the base runner on first and make the pitcher beat you.
If I'm the other way, I would send him.
Strike called. Evens the count at 1-1. Play for the win?
Yep, I'd be aggressive and go for it.
Ball low. Takes the count to 2-1.
2-1, yeah, what would really be nice would be, for Botkins anyway, a stolen base, and then bunt him over to third and get the tying run on third.
And there's the bunt. Throw to first is in time, but it does advance the runner. So out number 1's recorded, and we're now at the top of the order. Nick Bittner, number 11, coming up to bat. He's had a pretty productive day so far.
Yeah, Bittner got hit in the first inning.
Grounder to first. Runner's going to make it to third, so the tying runs advance to third.
And he singled in the third inning, scored 2 runs for the Trojans. And it's going to bring up Alex Bergman.
Really could use some help by him now. Swing and a miss. Very tall player.
Yeah, he got a long stride, and when they say the longer the stride, the slower the bat, and looks like he's trying to hit it to left field maybe. I don't know. That time he pulled off of it, so he's got me confused now.
So 2 straight pitches, 2 straight swings and misses to Berman. Bergman.
Looks like he's got a closed stance.
Pitch out that time, trying to get the guy on third. Takes the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out.
He flied out to right field in the first and struck out in the third.
And that's going to be strike out for out number 3. So Bergman comes up, strikes out, and that ends the inning. Botkins strands one. Score still remains 6-5. We'll be right back for the bottom of the fourth after a word from our sponsors on NKTelco Sports.
As a business owner, do you find yourself reviewing too many applications, or are you the job seeker filling out dozens of applications in an attempt to find employment? West Staff has been bridging the gap between employers and employees since 1988. Jobs range from manufacturing and clerical to specialized fields such as quality control and engineering. West Staff has the ability to operate as your company's entire HR department or simply payroll employees on an attempt to hire basis. West Staff, your partner in business.
When you choose Radio Hospital for your wireless needs, you get 13 convenient locations, no waiting and long lines, premier service after the sale, and all the latest technology. With locations in Lima, Findlay, Minster, Kenton, Defiance, Napoleon, Wauseon, Bryan, and Archbold, we are right around the corner from you. Visit us today and experience the Radio Hospital difference. We are simply neighbors serving neighbors, providing a refreshing alternative to high-pressure stores. Radio Hospital is your Verizon Wireless premium retailer.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Anna, Ohio, where the Rockets enjoy a 6-5 lead going into the bottom of the fourth over the Botkins Trojans. Coming up to bat is going to be number 35 for Botkins.
They're going to send up 9-1-2. Siegel flied out to right field in the second inning.
So, been a couple innings since he's had in the bat. We'll see what the Botkins defense has for them here. They really could use a 1-2-3 inning like they had in the second.
There's a nice pitch right at the knees.
Real nice. Little dribbler over to short. Picked up. Throw is not in time, and it's going to get past him. He's going to stay on first, so give an error to the shortstop. And Siegel gets on to first. So Burns with the bad throw. That brings us up to the top of the order. Colin Woobker, number 12.
And Siegel has 6 stolen bases on the season, so we'll see what they do with him. Looked like he was leaning there. So I would expect him to be taking off here.
Deep leadoff. There's going to be a pitch out.
Whipker squared the bunt that time. Once again, I just like to see the stolen base and then the bunt. Get him over to third, but you don't see that very often anymore.
So we see that more and more through girls softball. They do more of the small ball. Get a running inning if you can. That's going to be bunted right over to the pitcher. Picked up, and I don't know if he got him.
He got him. That's a nice bunt, but it was a nicer play there by Listener picking up the bunt and firing it to first.
So that'll advance Siegel over to second. Bringing up number 7, Aiden Inslee.
Aiden comes in at 333. Walked in the first. Grounded out to short in the second.
Leisner now deep in the game. Could really use his first strikeout here. And that's going to be popped out to center, and it's down. That'll bring the runner around. He holds up on first, but give the RBI to Inslee on the single, and that will bring Siegel all the way around.
Looked like he was waiting on that slow off-speed pitch. Lined it out to right center.
So that brings up number 9, Zach White, the number 3 hitter. Score now 7-5. Anna leads. I doubt with your 3 hitter they'd do a bunt. There's that steal you've been looking for. And he's safe, and he's going to make it to third on the overthrow. So quickly, Inslee gets to third base from first. And that pretty much changes everything for White.
And you have your Anna has its leading RBI hitter up there with, what did we say? How many did he have? 13? That's not the 22 RBIs for White.
The ball hit hard to third. Metz couldn't cover. He was more worried about the third base runner looking him back. So give a single to White on the infield. Brings up Seth Stifled, number 11.
Seth came in at 392, flied out to center field in the first, grounded out to third base in the third.
So Stifled looking for his first hit of the game. Runners in scoring position on the corners on first and third.
So he'll be going to second here on this pitch.
So there goes White. Ball's in the dirt. Nice job again by Bittner just to keep the ball in front of him. So runners now on second and third is Inslee and White. Bittner saying, okay, we got to have a talk with the pitcher. He's got too many in the dirt. While he's doing that,
Stifle has 19 RBIs for the season.
NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school boys baseball on Channel 3 or in HD in Channel 503, Wednesday, May 10th and the 11th at 6 p.m. You can also watch games on demand at nktelco.net. And that's going to be a dribbler over to second, picked up, long throw to first for out number 2, but that does bring in Inslee for another run. So a ground out by Stifled to second, and that's going to be out number 2 and advance White to third, bringing up Nathan Frilling, number 3, the shortstop.
Singled in the first and walked in the third. Has scored 2 runs for the Rockets.
Score now 8-5 on the Think First scoreboard. That's going to be a nice shot over to right, and that's going to be caught for out number 3. And that's going to be the end of the inning, but not before the Anna Rockets bring in 2 more, taking the lead, 8-5. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors on NKTelco Sports.
Very, very impressed by how easy it was to locate talent here in this area.
But it's also great for applicants, giving them a good chance to learn much more about the company than would normally be possible through other means of advertising.
There's definitely a great pool of applicants here, and I think you've done a good job at communicating opportunities within the community.
I would definitely recommend checking out Hometown Opportunity to find any careers that you may not know that existed.
At 21st Century Kitchens, we know that every home has a style to go with it. From first-time homebuyers, to families with the pitter-patter of little feet, to teenagers taking over the kitchen, 21st Century has what you want, customizing the style, layout, and price point to fit your budget. Kitchens by Craftmade and quality cabinets, countertops by Wilson Art and Cambria, along with availability of granite, marble, and wood.
See what's in store behind the yellow door for your 21st Century Kitchen.
Welcome back to Anna, Ohio, where the Rockets are up 8-5 on their I-25 rival, Botkins. Anna, right now, they're the number 1 seed for tournament coming up, Ron. They're getting ready to play East Clinton, I believe, tomorrow night. That's why we're seeing number 35, Siegel, out on the mound, but Siegel doing a pretty good job all in all.
Yeah, he's throwing the ball pretty good for only having pitched 7 innings on the season. For Botkins, he's going to be facing Spencer Euchre, Alex Judy, Luke Bergman here in the top of the 5th.
So Euchre, he's ground out to first, and he struck out in the first. So, but then that's where the trouble area comes for Anna, it seems. Between Judy, Bergman, and Burns, that's 3 of the 5 runs that's come across the plate for them. So this kind of been the sweet spot for Botkins. See if Hooker can't get it started for him.
Yeah, Euchre struck out in the first inning and grounded to first in the 3rd inning.
First pitch, a nice line drive shot to third, and Hooker with a nice grab. So a fly out to third for out number 1. And that does bring up number 24, Alex Judy. Pitch is high.
There's that off-speed pitch. A little high most of the time when he's throwing that.
All the years of calling Botkins ball, and that's a deep shot to center. And reined in by Coverstone for out number 2.
It's going to bring up Luke Bergman. Coming in the game batting .308. In the second inning, he walked, was caught stealing. And in the third inning, he had a single and scored a run for the Trojans.
This Trojan team is just extremely tall to me. Ooh,
that went behind him, didn't it?
Barely missed him. So, ball 1. He's just smiling up there. That's the one thing about these villages, though, as close as they are, these kids do get to know one another pretty well. So, you don't have to worry about charging of the mound or anything crazy happening with these kids. They understand. Count now quickly. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs.
That would definitely loosen you up there in the batter's box a little bit.
That'd loosen you up more when the third one comes inside. Counts now 3-0.
That had shades of John Kruk, who was, the left-handed pitcher, Randy
Johnson?
Randy Johnson, yeah. And I think it was in an all-star game. Johnson was chucking him up there about 100 mile an hour, left-handed sidearm, and threw one behind him, and I think he's ready to sit down.
Oh, and a grounder gets past the shortstop, so a nice poke by number 23, Tristan Burns. So give him 1 base on the bad hop. And that'll advance Bergman over to second. So the tying run's at the plate now for Bryce Metz, the third baseman.
And he walked in the second inning and struck out in the third inning.
So Metz with a chance to be the hero here. Get some runs to advance. 2 outs, top of the 5th. Score remains 8-5. Girls' game's gotten closer. It's 10-5 now in the 5th. Anna leading. Strike 1 called.
There you got the off-speed pitch down.
That was just a nice, clean pitch.
Yeah, that's not something that Metz wanted to swing at anyway, so he did a nice job taking that one.
It's going to be high. So the count is now 1-1 with 2 outs. I'm one of those guys when I was growing up, that high pitch comes, I have to swing.
Yeah, that's why you're sitting here.
Exactly.
Yeah,
much easier to call a game.
Oh, yeah. You see that high one coming in, I think all high school kids are that way. Just ball comes in, it looks so big, nice in there, and swing and a miss.
So quickly gets up in the count, 3-1. 1 more ball, and that'll juice the bases. Right now, Bergman's on second and Brun's on first. Nice pitch in. That's some good pressure on Siegel, and he got the pitch right across.
So 3-2, 2 out. Runners will be on the move.
Oh, he's going. Yeah, base runner out there on second. Bergman was already ready to take off before he even started to pitch. Again, Bergman getting a big lead. Oh, and he swung at a ball. But that is strike out, and that's out number 3. So the inning ends. Botkins strands 2. Score remains 8-5 on the Think First scoreboard. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Your parents have given you so much throughout the years. They were there when you won first place. Your first heartbreak. Your first car. Your first wreck. Graduation. Planning that special day. Is it time to give back? Give your mom the life she gave you at Elmwood.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Welcome back. NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school boys baseball on Channel 3 or in HD in Channel 503, Wednesday and Thursday, May 10th and 11th at 6 p.m. You can also watch games on demand at nktelco.net. If you like what you're seeing on NKTelco Sports, you too can become a sponsor. Just dial 419-753-5000. Ask for Renee Arnold. They'll get with you, they'll set up a commercial, and you too can be a sponsor on NKTelco Sports. Well, Ron, it's 8-5. We've had the same pitcher in for Botkins, which is Jack Leisner. He's in the game. And coming up to bat's going to be number 36, Derek Coverstone.
Coverstone walked in the first inning. Got on an error by the third baseman in the third inning.
Fouled back to even the count, 1-1.
Comes in batting .294.
Nice batting average for number 6 batter. Strike right at the knees. I think it was a little low for my liking, but...
Well, it was a breaking pitch, so it's not where the catcher catches it, but it looked like he caught the knees over the plate.
It'll be a ball high, even it up 2-2.
See if he can come back with that same pitch. Yep, left her up high.
So the count's full to the first batter, Coverstone. Going to be a ball low and taking the base.
So he got ahead of him there and lost him. Probably not a good sign for listener.
That brings up number 5, Caleb Kaufman. Keeping Coverstone close over on first. Anna not afraid to run the bases. They have stolen about 6 bases that I know of.
And Coverstone has 16 on the season, so I'm thinking he's going to be off and running. Kaufman flied out to left field in the third inning. He came in the second inning in the Mitchell Lindsay spot in the order.
3 straight pitchbacks on Coverstone. Got to be careful. You do that too many times, you're going to eventually get a balk. And there goes Coverstone taken for second. And he's in safe. They have not had anyone thrown out on the steal yet, but yet they continuously take that chance, and it seems like Anna takes advantage of it every time, gets the base, and sometimes advance to third.
Yeah, they have 91 stolen bases on the season.
So finally the second pitch across the plate is a ball, so 1 ball, 1 strike. First National Bank scoreboard 8-5. Ball inside. Coverstone on second. Another ball low.
Yeah, we don't have a pitch count here, but he's probably getting up there. Doesn't look quite as sharp here in the 5th inning as he did previous innings.
Big swing and a miss. Takes the count full. And this is the second batter this inning that the count has went full. You could add an extra 20 pitches just for throwing over to first. And that's in the dirt. Swung, they missed it. So he'll make it to first on the strikeout. And we're going to have a timeout. We're going to have a pitching change, so we'll take a break here on NKTelco Sports.
If you want to save 70% on your heating, cooling, and hot water costs, the answer is right under your feet. Let New Knoxville Supply install a water furnace geothermal system and use the natural temperature from the earth for a more constant temperature in your home. Also ask about our new Symphony home management system. Control temperatures, track energy usage, and receive safety alerts for everything, including your sump pump. All from anywhere, anytime. Now is the time to calculate your savings at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Welcome back. Bryce Metz has taken to the mound. We now have Coverstone on third, Lindsay on first. Going over to second, and he's on second. Ron, for the fans at home that don't know, the pass ball on the swing and the miss, what exactly happens there?
Well, it's a strikeout, but you're going to get a pass ball, so the guy is safe at first. If they throw to first and get him out there, obviously it's a strikeout.
Botkins just missed an opportunity. Lindsay had fallen down out in no man's land out there. They could have threw to second and got him. 3 straight pitches, 2 balls, 1 strike from Metz.
So Brian Metz is on the mound. Spencer Euchre moves from left field to third base. Jack Lissner goes from the mound out to left field. So there you have the Trojan changes.
Yeah, Bittner with a nice job again getting down in the dirt. That's going to be off his leg. Dribbler over to the pitcher, unable to pick it up, gets there in time and got him. Base runner stays, so thrown out by the pitcher. For out number 1 was Cummings.
That time Metz bobbled the ball, but he's able to pick it up and gather it in time to get it to first.
It brings up number 35, Jared Siegel.
Siegel, 259 hitter, flied out to right in the second inning, got on an error by the shortstop in the 4th inning.
So Anna looking to add to this lead, up 8-5. And that's going to be a deep crack, and that is way back over the head of the center fielder, and that's going to bring 2 in. He's over to second with a stand-up double. So Siegel with a nice poke. If he would have had a little bit of wind, that would have had a chance to go. But that does bring in Lindsay and Coverstone for 2 more runs. Score now 10-5. 1 out with Siegel in scoring position.
Made really good contact with that. That was dead center field right at the 350 mark out there, just short of it.
Strike called. I believe up to bat is number 22 or 12. Number 12, back at the top of the order, Colin Woobker. So 4 batters so far.
And Woobker was warming up out in a bullpen just a little bit ago, so I would assume he's coming in as a pitcher. So we'll have some more changes of positions here when Anna takes the field.
Strike 2 called. So nice control so far by Metz, getting it across the plate.
Yeah, Woobker singled in the first and scored a run, flied out to center field in the second, and grounded out pitcher to first in the 4th.
Going to be a ball low. Takes the count to 2-2.
Haven't any trains yet today, have we, Matt? I got a feeling one's coming.
Be a nice view for the audience to see. Swing and a miss for a strikeout for Mets. So out number 2 is recorded. Brings up Eden Inslee, number 7. It's going to be a grounder past the shortstop. That'll bring another one around. Give Inslee a single. That's his second hit. So another RBI for him, and Siegel's in to score. 3 across the plate now in this inning. Coming up now is going to be number 9, Zach White.
He grounded out to short in the first. He walked and scored a run in the third. Got on an error by the third baseman in the 4th inning.
So looking for his first hit. Just a nice lob back to get Inslee back over on the bag.
There's a chance here you're going to see Inslee stealing second. Got the Rockets leading RBI guy with 22 at the plate.
I always find it amazing on the trains, the graffiti. And that's going to be a wild throw to first, and it's going to advance Inslee over to second.
He's going to third, and he's going to make it standing up.
And that's what we've been talking about with Botkins. They've self-imploded on the fundamentals of just throwing a ball from base to base. And that's where the errors have come in.
Yeah, the first few innings, they were making the plays, and here in the last couple innings, it's kind of gotten away from them a little bit.
So still, no pitches to this hitter. That's going to be a ball in. Surprised Inslee didn't go there. I think he would have made that.
Nice job there by Bettner. Got down, took one off the chest protector, but it ricocheted a little bit away from him, but he kept it in front of him.
Score now 11-5. Another ball in the dirt, so 2 straight balls. Pitched in by Mets. Inslee now on third.
Mets comes in with an 0-2 record.
Fouled back.
A 5.42 ERA, 8 strikeouts and 22 base on balls, which is not the ratio you want to see there. You want to see that turned around if you could.
Count remains 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Time being called. Looks in, gets the sign. Another ball low. 1 more ball, and that'll put them on the corners. Botkins slowly slipping into that 10-point barrier. They don't want to give up any more runs. That's going to be fouled straight back. So the count is now full. Payoff pitch coming. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And dribbler over to third.
That was a breaking pitch of some kind, and White was waiting on that one. Got around on it.
It's way
a little early, yep.
Nice job of just making contact to keep the at bat going.
Oh, got the runner, but he's in foul territory, and that's why you want to be there, because if he's in fair territory, he's out. That had to sting a little bit.
He's walking it off.
Ouch. He jumped, tried to get out of the way, but looked like he got him in the ankle or the calf area.
Yeah, it definitely sounded like it would have stung a little bit.
me or you probably would still be laying there.
That would end us.
That'd have been the ball game for us.
At the point when I got grandchildren, I realized I am no spring chicken anymore, and this game is left for the kids.
One thing for sure, you wouldn't have got me in the ankle because I wouldn't have jumped that high.
I was just thinking that would have smacked me right in the kneecap.
I would have thought about jumping and then whap.
That, or if we would have got off our feet, it would have knocked us down. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So again, fouled back. So deep going into the count here. Still 3-2 straight. That's a 4 straight foul ball. Lord, I can only imagine to be that young again. So White still up there battling. Score 11-5, bottom of the 5th. Matt's looking for a second strikeout of the inning.
He's making him throw strikes, I'll say that.
And swinging a pass ball again, and he's going to get on first. So that's technically the 3rd strikeout by Mets, but on pass balls. So the advanced runner comes in to score as Inslee. Put White on first on the pass ball.
That one there, we probably have to give him a wild pitch since that hit the dirt.
Well, I'm just impressed with Inslee being able to run in from third on that.
Yeah, he was at a little.
First pitch in is a strike to the cleanup batter. Stifled.
A little limp there in his giddy-up.
Yeah, Stifeld's one of the few that's yet to be on base. There's the steal. Another nice job by Bittner getting down in the dirt to give the stolen base over to White.
Yeah, Stifle was flied out to center, grounded out to third, and grounded out to second.
So he's made good contact. He's just yet to find a gap. That's going to be popped up and fouled. So the count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Score is 12-5. Rockets lead. Ball low.
Ooh, that was close.
That was real close. Pretty disciplined to sit there and look at that one.
That was a hard one to take.
There's a nice pop out to right field, and that is out number 3. Trojans give up 4. Scores now 12-5. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
We've had all kinds of changes on the field again. We have a new pitcher, Colin Woopker, up to pitch, and the rest of them will hand over to Ron.
Zane Briggs is now playing third base, and Aiden Ensley is now your second baseman. Like Matt said, Colin Woopker is now your pitcher, so that's the 3 changes.
It's going to be ground back to Woopker. Going to just toss over to first, and that's out number 1 recorded. So Jack Leisner in the bottom of the 6th inning here, or I'm sorry, top of the 6th inning, grounds out to the pitcher.
So Elliot Gubo now is the batter. He struck out. in the second inning and catcher to first in the fourth inning.
He had a sacrifice bunt.
Yeah. And one weird stat that I think I've seen as my scorebook is getting to be a mess, but we have not had a called third strike on any batter today. They've all been swinging.
Oh, that is a strange stat.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice observation, Mr. Cruzy.
Thank you. I'm here all week. No.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like to be sitting here by myself. The count is now 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. So Woobker coming in, doing exactly what they wanted out of him. And that's going to be a blooper to short. Picked up, long throw, unable to be controlled, and that's going to get the runner on first. So Goubeau outruns the throw.
Yeah, that ball was hit off the end of the bat out there to Thrilling, and he waited on it, and that he did a nice play just to get the ball, and then he had to rush the throw and threw it in the dirt for the error.
That brings us to the top of the order with Nick Bittner coming up to bat.
Because when that ball comes out there after it comes off the end of the bat, it's going to have a lot of spin on it. And he played that well out there to get it. Just didn't make the throw.
Ball high. Those pitches up by the head, those just scare me a little bit.
Yeah.
We've already seen one play. Well, Bittner was the one that got hit in the head.
Yeah.
So ball 2 called.
Yeah, he got hit by a pitch in the first and singled in the third. Grounded out to the pitcher in the fourth.
Woobker with the sign. Strike called. Goubeau still on first. Only 1 out here in the top of the 6th. That's going to be pop bloop over to right field. They're going to be able to get on with that. So now Botkins with something going with Bittner on first on a single. Goubeau now on second. Brings up Alex Bergman, number 34.
For Whipker, he's only pitched 2 innings so far this season. Has no record. Has 1 strikeout, 3 walks. So not much experience this year on the mound for Whipker.
Going to call ball inside.
Bergman flied out to right in the first, struck out in the third, struck out in the fourth.
Ball outside. On deck is number 22, Spencer Hooker. So Bergman with up 2 balls, no strikes.
Whipker, there should be 2 outs, but there's only 1 because of the error. So what he needs to do right now with a 12-6 lead, or excuse me, 12-5 lead, he needs to just throw strikes.
Agreed. Swing and a miss. A strike 2 called. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on Bergman. Bergman patiently waiting. What's his batting average, did you say?
Came in at batting 400. Wow, there's a long drive right field.
And that is over the head of the right fielder. And that's going to fill the bases. So the bases are now juiced.
And you were about to ask me about 400 batting average, and boom, he shows us why.
Nice rip there. So now we have Bergman on first with his first hit of the game. Bittner on second.
So the bases are juiced.
And Goubeau on third.
For Spencer Euchre. Struck out in the first, grounded to first in the third, and hit a line drive to third in the fifth.
Both your number 3 and 4 batters This would be a nice time for a grand slam. Get them right back in this game. First pitch fouled off, strike one called, so that's a ball way high.
He has 4 RBIs on the season. Chance to get a couple more here with a base hit.
Well, let's test that theory. What's his batting average again, Ron?
.333.
I guess that only works for 400 hitters.
Evidently.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Like we said, coming in, Botkins is a young team, but they're hanging pretty well here, and that's a nice gap hit. And that's going to score 1. They're just going to hold them up, keep the bases loaded. So Botkins with a nice little rally, 3 straight hits. Gubo, is that a hit as well? Or was that an error?
That was an error on the shortstop. Made a nice play getting it, but threw it away.
So Hooker on first, Bergman on second, Bittner on third. Cleanup batter up to bat, Alex Judy.
He gave Euchre a hit there, but that could have very easily been an error. He had a play there at third base. He came up with a baseball.
Those grounders like that, as a base runner, you really don't want to advance. I really like what's happening out there. Watch Bittner on third. He is doing every little dance he can do to try to distract the pitcher as he's coming off, just stomping. Fouled off again, takes the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Judy looking to help start this rally. 1's already across, only 1 out. That's going to be popped up and fouled off to the right side. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes.
In no man's land right there. White couldn't get it. Woodker couldn't get it.
Base is still loaded. On deck's number 5, Luke Bergman, the right fielder. Grounder to the outfield, should score 2. Just a late swing. Wasn't for sure if he wanted to let that one go by or not.
Throwing a lot of off-speed pitches, and I'm not sure that's what they need right now.
And a desperate need for a strikeout.
He's sticking with it. He's got a curveball he's in love with, and he's throwing him up there.
I'll tell you what, you normally have the kid bat and clean up for a reason.
Yeah.
And you leave one hanging up there a little too long, I think he might make you regret it.
That's not a real hard breaking pitch. It's off speed. There's their fastball, and that's the story there.
So out number 2 with a swing and the miss brings up Luke Bergman, number 5, the right fielder.
So that time Judy got used to the slow curveball and all of a sudden go back to the fastball and blew it right by him.
Going to be a ball low. Lubiker getting most of his pitching time. That's going to be popped straight up to the pitcher. And out number 3 is recorded, so Botkins leaves 3 on base. And that ends the inning, or ends the top of the 6th. 1 comes across. Score remains 12-6. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors on NKTelco Sports.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Myring, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
Want more trucks for less bucks? Buckeye Ford is your truck headquarters. Work or play, we have the truck for you. F-150s, F-250s, F-350s, and F-450s. We know trucks, and you'll always get top dollar for your trade. Get the truck you need today for less bucks at Buckeye Ford and shop over 200 new Fords and tons of pre-owned cars and trucks 24/7 at BuckeyeFord.com. Remember, you'll find more trucks for less bucks at BuckeyeFord.com. More trucks, less bucks. BuckeyeFord.com.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Anna, Ohio. Bryce Metz still on the mound for Botkins. Metz had 3 strikeouts, 2 on pass balls. So last inning, Anna brought 4 across on a total of 5 outs, technically. I mean, if you want to add it up that way.
Yeah, they had the strikeouts. It was a pass ball, 1 wild pitch, and you don't get any runs that way.
All right, so we're back. Coming up to bat's going to be number 3, Nathan Frilling. And I don't know what they're holding it up for. There's the throw to second base, so we're ready to play some baseball.
Well, Frilling singled in the first. He walked in the third, flied out to right in the fourth. He scored 2 runs, and he's had 3 stolen bases.
So he's now up to bat. We'd like to thank our van, the producers, Isaac Sell and Scott Robinson, the camera, Tyler Wolf, and Janelle Bolheimer. Like I said, I'm Matt Edwards. Beside me is Ron Cruzy. Score is 12-6, Ron. With all the errors, it actually could be worse, but pretty tight game between the two schools. Second pitch is a ball in the dirt.
Yeah, it's kind of a slow played game. We've had a lot of base runners, a lot of pitches. We've been playing baseball now for a little over 2 hours.
It seems like whoever's pitching, they're going deep in counts. I mean, the temperature's probably dropped 10, 15 degrees since we've been here.
Nice football weather.
Yeah, welcome to Ohio, the new May. Always considered this a summer sport. Ball count now 3 balls, 1 strike. And that's going to be ripped right up the middle for a single. So Frilling starts it out with a single.
It's going to bring up Derek Coverstone. He walked in the first, got on an error by the third baseman in the third, and he walked in the fifth and scored a run.
So Anna, currently Joey Cummings about the only person I see that hasn't come across for a run, or stifled too. He's stifled yet to be on base. He's the only person yet to be on base for Anna. I'm sorry, Hillman Cummings both.
He's off and running.
And there's going to be second base standing up. So Frilling with the steal.
So that takes away the force play at second.
Ball high. 2 straight pitches, 2 straight balls.
Metz seems to be laboring now.
Yeah, this is the second inning for Metz. And that's going to be flown out into the gap. Can't be caught by the center fielder. He's going to get 2, possibly 3.
He's going to make it standing up.
So a triple Brings frilling all the way around.
And that ball was smoked.
And that'll give, is that Cornerstone, I believe, the triple.
Yep, that's going to bring up Caleb Kaufman. He flied out to left in the third, and he struck out swinging, but advanced on a passed ball.
Another good job by Bittner getting down, keeping the ball in front of him. 13-6 the score. No outs. Botkins in danger of losing that 7th inning if they give up 3 more runs. It'll be a ball high inside. Last thing you want to do is put them on the corners at this point because Anna will take second base. Dribbler foul.
Yeah, you want to make him earn it. You don't want to walk him.
So Bryce Metz finds himself down in the count again. 2 balls, 1 strike. To Kaufman. Ball low.
There's that off-speed pitch again. That time he kept it low.
So Kaufman looking to reach first today for the first time. That's strike down the middle. Reached way low to bring that one up.
Yeah, that pitch was out of the strike zone, but he had to protect the plate. With 2 strikes, fouled it off.
Count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball low, give him first base.
Didn't miss by much on that pitch, but puts runners on the corners with nobody out. And you would expect the steal here of second base.
So that brings up Joey Cummings. Cummings yet to make it to first today.
He popped up to third in the first, he popped up to third in the third, and grounded out to the pitcher in the 5th.
Good job keeping Kaufman close. They know he's going to attempt the steal. We'll see if Bittner chooses to throw. Bittner going out to talk to his pitcher. Again, we have player of the game sponsors here today. Main Street Station for the Botkins player and the Dairy Queen and for the Anna player. Still no count. That's a ball way high. That's going to bring the base runner in. The pitcher doesn't even come to home plate to cover and advance the other runner over to second. So Kaufman now on second. Coverstone scores.
That looked like it might have been a pitch out, and obviously the pitch was high over the catcher's head, and Bittner.
Anna now 2 runs away from ending this game in the 6th inning. High school baseball does have a 10-run rule after 5. So the score is 14-6. Fouled back again. So again, Metz ahead in the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. On deck is number 35, Jared Siegel. And then we go back to the top of the order.
There's a base hit to left.
It's going to be a single, and that's going to bring in 1 more run. They're only 1 away from being up by 10.
Well, we'll see what Anna does now. If they're going to be consistent, he's going to probably steal. But you don't know with a 9-run lead. But that's where your 10-run rule comes into play. Do you play to get that 10-run lead?
Or do you respect the
yeah,
orders?
You just.
At this point, I think I'd let it come to me. If it came to me, then you take it. But if not, you just try to be as respectful as you can. Like we said, we got one team that has arrived and another team that's still building. And Botkins has come a long way in the last couple of years. First pitch in's called a ball. Ball outside.
And Cummings, he only has one stolen base on the season, so that would be another reason not to send him.
Strike down the middle.
So Siegel's your 9th place hitter, came in at 259, flied out to right, got on an error by the shortstop, and then doubled in the 5th.
Throw back to first. Count still remains 2 balls, 1 strike, no out. Bottom of the 6th, score 15-6. Anna in the lead. Be a ball inside. 3 balls, 1 strike, and you can just see on Metz the way he catches the ball and just relaxing. He's not in a comfortable position right now. That's going to be a base on balls. Metz not happy with the call.
So that puts a winning run on second base. Still nobody out.
And we're at the meat of the order with Colin Woopker, number 12, coming up to bat. And a 1 hit away from ending this ball game. There's a grounder over to third. Long throw to first in time, so out number 1, but the base runners do advance. Still just 1 hitter, a sacrifice away. So Eden Inslee coming up to bat. He's been the hot bat all day. 2 for 3. Strike 1 called on Inslee. He's the pitcher that started the entire day out for Anna.
Infield is in. They have to get the runner at the plate. Ooh, there's that.
There's that mean foul ball again, Ron.
That's the same guy. Isn't it?
Yeah, I believe it is.
No, Inslee was on third.
Oh, Inslee just trying to pay it forward.
I think it wasn't that White that got him.
Yeah.
But Inslee is the guy that got hit at third. Payback, huh? He doesn't care. He doesn't care who's down there. He's going to rifle
so
one
out
down
number
there.
2. That brings up number 9, Zach White.
Your leading RBI guy for the Rockets could end the game right here with a hit.
White, the catcher today. Swing and a miss by White. He had bad intentions with that swing.
He's out in front of that off-speed pitch. Now he better watch the Hummer here. Nope. Another off-speed pitch.
Ball on the dirt.
Nice play there by Bittner.
Bittner has been on his knees just as much as he stayed in his stance. A lot of pitches in the dirt. And you'd hate to see him end the game with a pass ball that just...
Yeah, that wouldn't leave a very good taste in your mouth. Ooh.
3 balls, 1 strike, 2 out.
I don't think he wants to give him that slow and over the plate, I don't think.
Base runners on second and third. It's Cummings and Siegel. Swing and a miss.
He had a rip at that one. But again, out in front.
Score 15-6. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. This is the payoff pitch. This could be the game, or we're going to inning number 7. Swing and a miss. They're saying he checked and didn't go. So they're giving him the base. It looked like a good pitch from here for the strikeout. It looked like a swing and a miss to me, but we'll give him the base on balls.
Yeah, don't say that too loud. That umpire's a lot bigger than us.
Yeah, I agree. So that brings up your cleanup hitter, who has pretty much struggled today, Ron.
Yes, he has. He flied out to center, grounded to third, grounded to second, flied to right. So he's due.
If you're Botkins, you have a force at any base.
And you don't want to walk. You walk in the winning run. So
Bryce Metz having just a rough time on the mound right now. Feels like he's not getting many calls going his way.
Throwing a lot of breaking balls up there. A lot of them. I think here you're taking till you get a strike anyway.
It's 2 balls inside. Both of them hitting the same spot. Ball way inside.
Now the pressure's really on. Now you got to throw a strike. It cannot be an off-speed pitch here.
Count is 3 balls, no strike, 2 outs. Score 15-6, bottom of the 6th.
He'll be taking.
Strike called.
Let's see if he's taking another. If that's me, he's taking the next one too.
Yeah, that's inside, and that is the game. So Botkins walks the last one across, and that's going to end the game 16-6. We'll be right back with final stats here on NKTelco Sports.
Jump. What? Oh, come on!
Plastic surgery is very expensive today, Coach.
Jet!
Come on, shoot him.
Need more bandwidth? Switch to NKTelco and run all your devices.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier sofa and sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
Welcome back to Anna, Ohio, where it's a wrap. The Rockets win it in 6, 16-6, Ron.
For the Botkins Trojans, they had 6 runs on 8 hits. Anna had 16 runs on 7 hits. And the player of the game for Botkins is Nick Bittner. And that is sponsored by the Main Street Station right in New Knoxville. And for the Anna Rockets, the player of the game is Nathan Frilling. And that is being sponsored by Dairy Queen.
On the flip side, Ron, you know, the defensive play by Bittner, got him the player of the game. And then on the flip side, Frilling, good defensive play, nice at bats.
Right, he had Frilling had 2 hits for the game, scored 3 runs for the Rockets, had at least 3 stolen bases. Bittner not only good defensive plays behind the plate, blocking a lot of balls that were in the dirt. He also had 2 hits and scored 2 runs and had 2 stolen bases for the Trojans.
All around good play. We'd like to thank everybody on this broadcast. We got Isaac Sell in the van, along with Scotty Robinson, Tyler Wolf, Janelle Ballheimer on camera. As for me, I'm Matt Evers. Beside me is the awesome Ron Cruz, and we want to thank you again for another night of NKTelco Sports.